Test, test. Test, test. We're all good? Go ahead. Try yours.
Testing. Perfect.
Are we ready? Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the Hernando Desoto Historical Society Grand Parade, annual Grand Parade, right here in Bradenton, Florida on Manatee Avenue. I'll be your host tonight. My name is Doug Egger. I'm a 20-year member of the Hernando Desoto Historical Society. Along with me is a current Miss Florida candidate and former Queens Court member of the Society, Miss Erin Lalonde. Erin.
Good evening, everybody. I hope you're ready and excited for another amazing parade.
We're really happy to be here this year. We had to cancel, of course, last year, canceled the parade due to the coronavirus pandemic, canceled just about everything that we do. And that's too bad because the Historical Society and this parade, the entire Historical Society and the commemorative week is in commemoration of the landing of Hernando de Soto in 1539 right here in Bradenton, Florida. And of course, those of us who know a little bit of history know that Hernando de Soto landed here, explored the Manatee River, explored all over the southeast, and discovered the Mississippi River before he passed away in 1542. In 1939, then, the Historical Society was formed by, amongst others, Mr. W.D. Sugg, Dr. W.D. Sugg, and a few others. And they put on the very first DeSoto Historical Society Grand Parade in 1941. So do the math, Aaron. How long? I'm not good at this anymore. How many years have we done this? I think this is like number 74, something like that.
I believe you are correct.
Anyway, we let off the parade earlier with a couple trucks and our people from the society handing out masks and hand sanitizer to all the folks up and down Manatee Avenue that requested them. We want to keep things as safe and sanitary as possible. We appreciate everyone who is trying to exercise safety and sanitary conditions and social distancing. I don't see any masks. That's okay. We don't really require them, but they're here for us anyway. The parade's being led this year by a police detail from the city of Tampa. They're doing a few circles, a few tricks, showing us some precision riding. We're really glad that they're here. They're a real important part of the society. Our parade this year is being led by our Hernando de Soto Honor Guard that's carrying our banner, along with the colors that are being carried by the Bradenton Police Department Honor Guard. So we want everyone to take a minute, honor the colors, salute our American flag. We're very happy to have you here.
Following the colors this evening, we have our very own Mayor of Bradenton, Mayor Jean Brown.
Gene Brown has expressed his delight, frankly, that the DeSoto Grand Parade is back in town, back active. He's very happy with us. We're happy with him. Gene, thank you very much for having us. We appreciate it more than you know.
Thank you. Following our mayor this evening, we have Councilwoman Jane Kosher, as well as Councilwoman Marianne and Councilwoman Pam.
Members of the Bradenton City Council, we're very happy to have you here. And we thank you very much for your support, for the support of not only the City Council, but the Mayor's office and everyone involved with the city government in the city of Bradenton.
And all of these officials are in vehicles that were sponsored by Cox Chevrolet. We are always appreciative for Cox and their sponsorship every year for the Hernando Desoto Historical Society.
Right here in the back of this four-wheel drive pickup is my friend Marianne Barnaby. Hey, Marianne. And Ty. Hey, Ty. Good to see you. Ty Barclay. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Bradenton City Council person Pam Coachman following. It's about to get real noisy here, folks, with the sirens and everything, so we're just going to have to talk louder.
Yes, we will.
Now you're fine.
Following them, we have the Bradenton Fire Department as well as the Bradenton Police Department.
Chief of Police Melody Bevan. Glad to see you. Thanks for coming. You know, the Historical Society puts on this parade and celebration, but frankly, without the help of the Bradenton Police Department and all the folks involved, we couldn't do it. And we thank them very much for everything they do for us and for everything they do for our city.
Following the police department this evening, we have Southeast High School's marching band.
Big round of applause for the Southeast Seminoles marching band. Thank you, Knowles. Good job, Southeast. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Up next in the parade, we have our Manatee County Sheriff's Office. Their float will be carrying our Sheriff Rick Mills, his family, as well as the command staff.
Manatee County Sheriff's Office float will be carrying Sheriff Rick Wells and his family. The Manatee County Sheriff's Department patrols one of the largest counties in the state of Florida, all the way out past Mayaca City, almost to Wauchula, actually. It's a long way out there, all the way down past Sarasota. Big county, big job, but they seem up to the task. They've done a great job, and we appreciate everything the Sheriff's Department of Manatee County does for us.
Following the Manatee County Sheriff's Department, we have the Manatee County Search and Rescue. They are a non-for-profit dedicated to assisting local law enforcement and other responder agencies in the location of missing persons.
If you're ever in any kind of trouble, these are the guys that come and rescue you, take care of you, make sure that you're all right, get you to the hospital, get you treated, whatever it is you need. Manatee County Search and Rescue is on the job, and we appreciate them.
And the Manatee County Search and Rescue is 100% funded by donations from the community, as well as members directly donating. Up next, we have the Cedar Hammock Fire Department. There's the four-station district serving people in the southwest Manatee County over 26 square miles and run approximately 7,000 calls of service per year.
Next, we have the search and rescue from the Sarasota Bradenton International Airport, or SRQ as we fondly call them. Airport Fire Department, the Airport Fire Rescue, there to serve us, to serve the airport in case of any kind of emergency. Fortunately, we don't have very many, but when we do, they're on the job. Thank you, guys.
Up next, we have the City of Palmetto's Employee of the Year, Octavius Cole. Congratulations, Octavius. He is employed by the City of Palmetto Water Department and was chosen as the city's Employee of the Year for going above and beyond to help out a total stranger. Octavius stepped up to help a man flagging for help who was having a hard time breathing. Octavius called 911 and stayed with him until the necessary emergency vehicles arrived to assist. The man later wrote a thank you note to Octavius for saving his life, stating that he tried to flag down 4 vehicles and no one stopped for him. Thank you so much, Octavius. Next, we have our Manatee County Commissioner, Kevin Van Ostenbridge.
Kevin's one of our newest Manatee County Commissioners. We're glad to have you here at the parade. Kevin's being followed by Manatee County Clerk of Circuit Court and Controller, Angelina Kowalesko. Hey, Angel, good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Next up are the Crime Stoppers of Manatee County. Manatee County Crime Stoppers is a private, non-for-profit community and law enforcement support organization. They are made up of community leaders and volunteers who have a passion for making Manatee County a safer place to live, work, and raise a family. They assist the local law enforcement by offering a system for residents to provide anonymous tips to help solve crimes. And an anonymous tip leads to an arrest. The tipster will be eligible for a cash reward.
If you ever get a chance to go to a seminar put on by Manatee County Crime Stoppers, do that. It is very interesting, very educational. You won't believe how many simple common ways that crime can be prevented right here in your home, right here in town. They do a great job. They really do.
And they've been serving our community for over 30 years. Next up, we have the Fire Charity Fishing Tournament. They're a non-for-profit organization that holds an annual fishing tournament to benefit burn victims attending the Children's Burn Camp of Florida, first responders in need, and other local non-for-profit organizations.
More folks from the fishing charity. United States Military Veterans. Our organization was created to help sponsor veterans in parades, honor flights, USO type shows, and other veterans events. So proud to have you here. So glad you made our parade. Thank you very much. And I do want to say ladies and gentlemen, because it's not just guys that are veterans. Looks like we got some special dignitaries coming up.
We have Miss Lucille Fox right here, who is a World War II veteran. Thank you for your service.
More military veterans. U.S. military women's veterans. Thank you, women. Thank you, ladies. You folks have done more for us than we could possibly ever repay you. Thank you so much for your service. Manatee County, Rosie the Riveters, and we can do it, and I guarantee you, you can do it. Thank you, vets. Here comes a whole column of Jeeps. More military personnel.
We have Terry Kilpatrick, Lieutenant General in the U.S. Army in Iraq. Thank you for your service.
Colonel Charlie Jones, Vietnam U.S. Army artillery veteran. Thank you so much.
Next up, we have Corporal Steve Lewis from the United States Army.
Corporal Lewis is a Buffalo soldier, aged 99 years young. Thank you so much for your service, sir. So glad to have you here. Specialist Jim Anderson, Florida Army 4th Class National Guard. Thank you for being here, Jim. Thank you so much. I'm sorry.
And his driver this evening is Jim Francis, followed by his wife, Kelly Francis.
Corporal Reggie Bellamy, United States Army, Manatee County Commissioner. Thank you for your service, Reggie. Thank you so much.
And I believe that we do have some more veterans coming up shortly.
Would surprise me if this Bronco is sponsored by Mad Mark's Stereo.
We have Sergeant Joe Kuzmek. He's a Marine. Next up, we have Thomas Carpenter, an infantry captain in the United States Army. Thank you.
Couple military support vehicles. The Humvee 1.
Next up, we have Vietnam veteran Dave Watchdog Miner, our chairman of Manatee County School Board, as well as J.C. Garcia, a veteran of the Air Force.
Staff Sergeant Robert Farron, U.S. Army, Iraq, Afghanistan, 2003 to 2016. Welcome home. We're glad you're here. Thank you very much. Our veterans have really made a show today. They really stepped up. They come to our parade, and we're real happy about that.
We also have David Jackson of the Republic of Vietnam.
Medical Corps. Served 69 70 and U.S. Army.
Next up, we have the Santa Claus Drill Team Honor Guard.
Guarantee you these guys are a real hit at Christmas time. Welcome to our parade. Have you ever ridden one of those?
I have. I've actually ridden a Segway before.
They look just way too complicated to me, but that's me.
Next up, we have the Honor Flight of West Central Florida. If you're not familiar with Honor Flight, it's an organization that allows individuals to volunteer to take our past veterans to Washington to see the monuments, and they can tell you their stories from the time that they have served our country.
Where's Dan Alfonso? Which one is Dan Alfonso? Right there. Manatee County Fair. Dan Alfonso.
We have John Skeen, World War II veteran from the Battle of the Bulge, infantry sergeant. Thank you for your service.
John is here at a young age of 102. We're so happy to see you here. Good man. And here's the bus from Palmetto First Baptist Church. More veterans in their three-wheelers.
It looks like they're having a lot of fun.
They are having a ton of fun. Whole column of three-wheelers. I mean, this is a long column.
And coming up, we have veterans who are on motorcycles.
Information on these three-wheelers and the full-time three-wheelers, except to say, I believe they're all veterans, all military veterans, and they've all come to join in our parade, show off their brightly colored machines, do a couple burnouts here and there, and just, in general, have a real good time.
Following our veterans this evening, we have vehicles that were sponsored graciously by Cox Chevrolet.
Medusa. I want to thank you all for coming. I hope you're having a great time. We are. We are having a great time. Watching y'all and talking about y'all. Have a good time. Glad you're here. Some new vehicles by our major sponsor, Cox Chevrolet. These are available for you to purchase. Cox is open tomorrow, I believe, from noon till 9. Love to have you stop by and check out, test drive one of these new Cox Chevrolet vehicles.
And they're located on Cortez Road.
More cars from Cox. There's a brand new mid-engine Corvette from Cox Chevrolet. I asked them to let me drive one of those, and they said, this is an 800 horsepower engine in this car. Someone from Cox Chevrolet will be driving this car. We're glad to have you here. Thanks for your sponsorship. Thanks for your participation. That's a good looking car. Again, all these Chevrolets are available for you to purchase. Stop by Cox Chevrolet any day on Cortez Road. Take a test drive. Just listen to that. And it's healthy. More cars from Cox.
Following Cox Chevrolet this evening, we have Miss Manatee River's Outstanding Teen, Madison Greenman. She will be competing for the title of Miss Florida's Outstanding Teen the end of June. I actually had the opportunity to represent Manatee County back in 2015 as Manatee County's Outstanding Teen at the Miss Florida pageant.
And you were a wonderful candidate. We remember you. Did a fine job.
The Miss America organization and the Miss Florida organization is one of the largest scholarship organizations out there for women today.
The Conquistador Historical Society chairman is Mr. Tyrone Shin. The Conquistador Historical Society gives out scholarships, donations, supports many charities around Manatee County. And it's our charity, the branch of our organization.
Following our chairman, we have John Desoto himself, who just so happens to be a descendant of Hernando Desoto. Every year he comes down and visits our festival and celebrates with us.
Our friend John Desoto from New York City. Glad you could make it, John. Our friends, our entire production company, everything that we're doing up here is brought to you by METV. Get more than ever from METV. These are our local guys, and they do a great job. We're just so happy to be up here on this stage. And all the engineering and everything that MET does is just incredible. Estrella TV, Tampa Bay. This is the Spanish language version of METV. Glad that you're here. Coming here next is Desoto National Memorial. Again, commemorating the landing of Hernando de Soto here in Manatee County back in 1539.
Their mission is to commemorate the 1539 expedition of Hernando de Soto and its lasting impact on the Native American societies of the American Southwest. The park offers to host free programs for junior ranger camps, kayak tours, and living history programs. They're open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And it's a beautiful place to be. We've walked that trail many, many times, right along the bay. Just an absolute beautiful place.
They're just located on the northwest end of 75th Street.
This is the Early Learning Coalition of Manatee County. The mission of the Early Learning Coalition is to provide and coordinate the services of school readiness programs in an efficient manner in order to help all children develop the skills needed to achieve future educational success, to support the role of parents as their child's first and most important teacher, and to continue to improve the quality of services available in the community. Thank you very much. Early Learning Coalition does a great job. They're one of the charities that the Conquistador Historical Foundation supports on an annual basis, and we're happy to do it.
Next up, we have the Anna Maria Island Privateers. The Privateers were established in 1971 by a small group of individuals interested in supporting the needs of Manatee County's island and youth programs. The Anna Maria Island Privateers pride themselves in supporting the youth of the community, and I can proudly say that they have been sponsoring my college education for the past several years. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Privateers. 15?
This is their 50th year.
Thanks for being here, Privateers. I'll tell you what, I've ridden back from Tampa on that float. There is no heat on that float. It is cold. But it's a great time, great people.
Next up, we have our 2019 Queen and Princess Langston Sellers and Claire Strickland.
There's our Queen and Princess, Langston and Claire. They gave their farewell speeches last night at the ball, and it was quite touching. It was really something to hear, but we're so proud of them. Wish them nothing but the best in everything that they do in the future.
Next up, we have the Hernando de Soto Historical Society's president, Mr. Lynn Horn.
Ole, President Horn, ole.
Next up, we have the Hernando de Soto Historical Society's General Chairman, Rick Parcell.
Rick Parcell's our General Chairman. Thank you, sir. You're going to have to throw a little bit better than that. That's a bad aim. See?
Oh, you hit the camera.
You hit the camera. So that's okay. We can deal with that. The General Chairman of the Historical Society, whether you know it or not, actually does most of the work to put on the entire festival. And it's just an unbelievable job. Rick has done a great job. And we're real glad for him. We're proud of him.
Coming up, we have our Manatee County Fair Queens for 2020 and 2021. The 2020-2021 Fair Queens invite you to join them in celebrating the best of Manatee County at the Manatee County Fair. Miss Manatee County Fair is Kylie Graham. Our junior miss is Kindly Pritchett. Little Miss Mabry Paris, and our mini miss Lauren Taylor Knock. The fair is a showcase of the best of Manatee County, featuring exciting exhibits, livestock shows, and auctions, locally made arts and crafts, and a thrill-packed midway. And the Fair Queens are being driven this evening by Miss Sue, the fair mom.
All right.
Here they come.
Here it comes. Hold on, everyone. Grab those beads. Here comes the crew of Hernando Desoto and the San Cristobal 3. Padre Johnny Jander leads the parade. Followed by this year's GOAT, Mr. Troy Moore. So happy. The 74th Hernando Desoto is riding on the bow of the ship. 74th Hernando Desoto is Mr. David Bailey. Say hello, Dave. Glad to see you. Glad you can make it.
And our newly crowned queen, Denver, and her princess, Megan. And I might be biased, but we also have Mr. Bill Campbell, who just so happened to be my escort in 2017 when I was on Queen's Court.
It's so awkward up here.
What a bunch. What a bunch. What a crew.
Following our crew this evening, we have the ladies of the crew, who are the members' wives and partners.
Hello, ladies. Ladies of the crew are wives, girlfriends, significant others of the current crew members.
And there's confetti.
And they enjoy the parade just as much as the crew does. Maybe even a little bit more. Who knows? Here comes one. Uh-oh. That's all right. We get to. Is that a tomahawk? Ah. So that's a whacker.
Yes, it is.
Very nice. Very nice.
Next up, we have the Sisterhood of the Crown. The Sisterhood of a Crown is an organization that was created in the effort to unite former queens, princesses, and past court members. Their mission is to create unity and bonds with one another while serving our community, the DeSoto Society. It's their desire to preserve the heritage of the society in Manatee County.
And your shirt indicates that you are a member of the Sisterhood of the Crown.
I am. I served on the Queen's Court in 2017, and following my year, I joined the Sisterhood of the Crown.
Ladies.
On that float, we have past Queen Veenie Goodson, as well as past Queen Terry Adams and court members. We also have Sam Soleil, who served as our ambassador.
There looks like a couple past turns up there too, like maybe a Ron Williams, maybe a Bobby Revels. Hey, Gail. How are you? The Inter Crew Council President, Greg Hegland. There in the Jeep. Inter Crew Council is a group of representatives from all the major crews and the minor crews, the entire Tampa Bay area. And they get together and do a lot of stuff. I was once on the Inter Crew Council for a couple years, made some good friends. Crew of Lafitte from Pensacola. Sonny Campbell, Marla Courtday, are Jean Lafitte and his queen, Crew Lafitte. Go ahead. You want to do bow legs?
Next up, we have Captain Billy Bowlegs, the 64th, and his queen, Andy Corbin and Barbara Densmore.
You know that Billy Bowlegs was a Seminole chief? He was not a pirate. Seminole chief.
Every year during our festival, we have out-of-town guests who we visit during their festival, and that's who you're seeing right now in the parade. And again, all of our out-of-town guests are being driven in cars that were sponsored to us this evening by Cox Chevrolet.
St. Paul Winter Carnival, St. Paul, Minnesota. You folks are down here from the Great White North. King Boreas and the Queen of Snows. King Boreas this year is Darren Johnson. Queen of Snows, Kirsten Knutson. Congratulations. Thank you for coming.
Next up, we have some more guests from all the way in Minnesota, our St. Paul Winter Carnival. We have our Prime Minister, Joe Johnston.
We have the Prince and Princess of the North Wind from St. Paul. That would be Bob Flood and Tiara Gowan. Welcome to the parade, folks. You know, the crew of Desoto goes to the St. Paul Winter Carnival every year. And we go in January, and it is not exactly warm in January for the St. Paul Winter Carnival. But we enjoy it. Made a lot of great friends there. They come down to visit us every April for our festival. And here we have the East Wind Prince and Princess. That would be Dwayne Tessmeyer and Allie Vogel.
Up next, we have our Prince and Princess of the West Wind. This year's West Wind Prince is Dan Moran, and his princess is Kara Wooten. Following them, we have the South Wind Prince and Princess. This year's princess is Leanne Bowe, and her prince is Ben Johnson. Following them, we have our 2020 Queen's Court candidates.
This float is known as the Magdalena, as opposed to the San Cristobal 3. This was strictly a tow float. There are some parades that we enter where a tow float is required rather than a self-propelled. So we built the Magdalena to take care of that. This is the Friends of Desoto. Now, these young ladies are wives and girlfriends and of crew members, society members, and we're just happy to have them here in the float. There's a young lady up there in a black hat and white shorts throwing beads. I happen to know her very well. My lovely bride of nearly 53 years, Lynn. And I'm wondering if she ever found her beads. I hope she did. Chasten Nation.
Chasten Nation is a non-for-profit started by an 18-year-old. The U.S. Coast Guard charter captain Chasten Whitfield partnered with a group of young anglers who helped kids with disadvantages go fishing. Following them, we have our Bayside Community Church. Their core values are to know God, find family, live in freedom, and discover purpose.
Bayside Community Church is quite the deal. How many campuses do you have now?
I believe they have seven campuses now.
It's unbelievable. They have just been growing like leaps and bounds.
Yep. I'm being told they're soon to have 8 locations, but they also do live streaming as well. So if you're unable to attend a campus, you can tune in on social media.
The Joy FM. Nothing but joyous music, broadcasted all the time.
The Joy FM is a listener-sponsored organization providing positive music and content for over 30 years.
Tune in to 91.5 on your FM dial for the Joy FM. You'll hear some of the finest music ever recorded.
Every holiday season, the Joy FM listeners contribute, and they're able to donate over 25,000 turkeys to families in need without the community and the state.
Fantastic. The new Manatee Broncos football and cheerleaders. New Manatee Broncos is a football and cheer program that caters to our youth. Our primary purpose is to mentor, educate, inspire student athletes to excel past their current circumstances and provide impactful activities such as education support, physical fitness, drug abuse, and gang violence awareness. Happy to have you here, Manatee Broncos.
Next up, we have the Marching Wolverettes. E&D Dance Troupe is a not-for-profit organization developed by Deanna Williams Smith and Emma Williams in August 2016. Under the umbrella of Winter Haven's own Marching Wolverines community band, the troupe is dedicated to introducing young girls to the art of dance while mentoring them through life's obstacles.
Good job. Manatee Mustangs United Community, representing the 13th Avenue Dream Center, have been in the city of Bradenton for 84 years. 84 years.
Next up, we have Carl Reynolds Law. They have 4 offices located in Manatee County as well as Sarasota County. Up next, we have our Vulcans, who are all the way down from Minnesota. Hail the Vulc!
Hail the Vulc. Here they are.
Walking with them this evening, I believe we also have our very own Miss Klondike Kate.
Hail the Vulc. And I can't see.
I couldn't see.
It's too dark. That's all right. We'll pick them up. There you go. All right.
Thank
Good
you.
catch. Good catch.
Up next, we have USA Fence.
USA Fence pulling their USA Fence float.
And I believe they are the fence sponsors for the parade this evening, aren't they?
They do. They provide all the barricades, all the traffic stops, everything for this parade and for our entire festival. They do a great job. Thank you, Butch. I don't know if Butch Glasgow is here, but thank you, Butch. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, everybody. Oh, wow, look at this. Teddy bear. Come some skaters. This would be the Astro Skate Bus Service. We're a family-owned and operated skating rink with 5 locations. We also have a bus service for charters, school parties, parades, and any other transportation need. Wow, thank you. Thanks for being here. I think we rode one of the pink buses over from the hotel this afternoon over to the staging. Your air conditioning works very well. Thank you so much. All right, here comes some of the local Tampa Bay area crews. A lot of these guys go wherever we go, wherever there's a parade, a celebration, where the crew of Desoto goes. So does most of these floats and most of these crews. We know them well. We've been together for years and years, and we totally enjoy their presence. They love to come here. This is one of their favorite festivals, one of their favorite parades. How do I know? Well, they tell me. And they wouldn't lie. It's the crew of Charlotte DeBerry.
They are an all-female crew honoring the legendary pilot Char DeBerry. Their mascot, Molly the Mermaid, guides them through prevailing winds and storms of the sea.
Thanks for coming, ladies. We appreciate it.
I'll get it. Thank you. My catching's getting better as the evening goes on.
You get there first. So you got longer arms.
I have
than
longer
me.
arms.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Our light got hit right here. Oh well. I don't need it anyway.
I believe that we are going to cut away momentarily so that we can fix our lighting.
E-Mystic Crew of Neptune. E-Mystic Crew of Neptune is a founding member of the Inter-Crew Council. They've been around for a long time. E-Mystic Crew of Neptune was founded in 1980, participates in at least 4 parades per year, hosts a variety of events throughout the year for its members and their spouses. Steeped in the deep tradition that mirrored mid-1800s British sailors, our current king is Kevin McWilliams of Lakeland. By his side is our queen, Sanita Prasad. Crew of Neptune.
Next up, we have Action Jet Sports Incorporated, the area's best place to come for recreational power sport vehicles and accessories. They're family owned and operated since 1995 and are staffed by power sports enthusiasts. They say, come on down and let's join in for some fun. Next, we have the crew of the Conch Republic. They are a Tampa-based Gasparilla crew dedicated to preserving the zealous spirit and environment and encompassing the badass vibes of the Florida Keys.
Boy, and it is a vibe, too.
And I
Great
see a
vibe.
very familiar face on the top waving to me right now.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Conch Republic. Well, here it comes.
I caught
Incoming.
it. Thank you.
Comes more.
Ooh. I love you too.
That's why I wore my leather hat, for protection.
I didn't get that memo. Next, we have the crew of Pandora. They are another all-female crew who gathered together in 1999. In Greek mythology, goddess Pandora opened up a box, releasing an evil spirit into the world, only closing it quickly enough to keep hope in the box. Their crew motto is making hope a reality. They were established as a charitable foundation where women could give back to the community while making new friends and having fun. Their current president is Miss Diana Hensley.
On the Pandora float also, you're going to see some members of the crew of Shamrock. Pandora and Shamrock, two of these crews that go wherever we go. Wherever Crew of Desoto is, you can find Pandora and Shamrock. You find these guys too.
Following them this evening, we have Miss Dawn Atkinson. This past year, we lost Chris Atkinson, a member of the Shriners, the Palmetto Police Department, Manatee County Sheriff's Department, and various other organizations. Next up, we have the crew, the Castaways. After many years of parade involvement by steps, towing, and heavy transport, a small group of friends decided to establish a small, formal social organization. Their goal is to provide a forum for crew members to socialize, network, and promote their own businesses while having fun. Here we have Guys Hauling and Dumpster Service Incorporated, a family-owned and operated dumpster and portable toilet company.
Another truck from Guys Hauling. All right. Here we go with country music.
I believe we have a live band coming up. This is the 301 Travelers Band. They're a local band performing country and rock music. They actually performed in our 2019 parade as well.
The 301 Travelers in the house. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Cause I'm a brand new man. Oh, I'm a brand new man. Oh, I'm a brand new man. Mashup time.
What an amazing voice. Be sure to check out the 301 Travelers Band on their Instagram and Facebook page.
Thank you so much for that. Hey, let's do a mashup, man. What's up, gentlemen?
Hey, Lance, you want some stuff?
Yeah, Billy.
Following them this evening, we have the Ye Mystic crew of Santa Margarita. They were founded in 2002. This year marks their 19th year, and Admiral Marge Simon is at the helm of their ship. The crew takes their name from La Santa Margarita, a Spanish galleon that sank on the coast of Florida in 1622. The crew is from Clearwater, Florida. And they are one of the largest crews in Pinellas County with over 260 members. The crew's mission statement is to represent the city of Clearwater throughout friendship, respect, charitable scholarships, and community service. Following them this evening, I actually have some friends that I was able to sit next to last evening at our Desoto ball, the Knights of Santiago.
All right, this is the crew of Dominic Yo. The crew of Dominic Yo enjoys the glamour, spectacle, and pageantry that surrounds Mardi Gras, celebrations and parades. We endeavor to keep the spirit and tradition alive and well in Bay County, Florida. Welcome down here, guys. Good to see you.
Following them, we have our Rough Riders, a U.S. Cavalry regiment. The Rough Riders are from Tampa. with over 550 men and women from all walks of life and careers. Today's Rough Riders are heavily involved in the community, humanitarian, and the preservation. One major project is collecting teddy bears, they deliver these teddy bears to the to children, daycare centers, nursing homes, or anywhere teddy bears can bring comfort to people of all ages. Thank you.
My daughter teaches at Roosevelt Elementary in Tampa, which was founded by Teddy Roosevelt.
Following behind them, we have another float for the Rough Riders.
You can probably guess, but
Thank you.
Rough Riders
Thank
uniforms are almost exact replicas of the uniforms worn by the original Rough Riders in the Spanish-American War, led by Teddy Roosevelt.
Next up, we have the crew of the Sea Saviors. They are fun-loving steampunk sky pirate-themed Gasparilla crew. They're a non-for-profit organization with a mission to help inform the public of boating and trailer regulations, introduce children to the enjoyment of water sports with an emphasis on safety and precautions, while increasing awareness of their footprint on our coastal environment. Their parade costumes are steampunk leather and lace.
Boy, I'll say. You guys look good. You guys look real good. Yes.
Their float is a flying pirate ship complete with jet motors, lots of lights, and parade music.
College hunks, junk moving. These guys will move anything that you need moved.
They provide full service moving labor and removal of unwanted items from a single item, including a full house of cleanouts. They offer free moves for domestic violence victims, support Hope Family Services, provide 2 meals to hungry children for every job completed. Thank you for your service in the community.
All right, this is Woodruff & Sons, celebrating 75 years in business. The oldest family-owned and operated construction business in Southwest Florida. We are hiring for construction jobs, looking for honest, hardworking individuals to treat our employees like family, and that is a beautiful antique truck. Very nice.
And this year is their 75th anniversary.
Woodruff & Sons. There's some hard-working folks right there that took some time out of their busy day to come down here and be in our parade, and we really appreciate it.
Next up, we have the crew of Augustina. They are women dedicated to promoting the crew's motto: work hard, play hard, give back, do all things with a full heart. The crew is highly visible in the Tampa Bay community and established as a crew dedicated to volunteer service.
Crew of Augustana is comprised of men and women in the Tampa Bay, Florida area. And the crew of Augustina is, okay, we already said that. Our crew is more than just parades and beads. We give back to the community and build lifelong bonds and friendships. And they do. We follow them, they follow us. Again, one of the crews where the crew of Desoto is, so is the crew of Augustina. Good people.
The crew of Augustina will not discriminate against individuals or groups based on actual or perceived race, religion, color, sex, sexual orientation, disability, legal citizenship, national origin, income, or political affiliations.
The loyal crew of Grace O'Malley was formed in 1992 when 14 women active in the Tampa community had a vision about forming an all-female crew. Their inspiration being Grace O'Malley, a real female Irish pirate from the 16th century. Their costumes are fashioned after the court gowns worn during the 16th century Elizabethan period during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I of England. This year, Grace O'Malley is being steered by Carla Graciano O'Malley, the 28th.
You know what's so great about this upcoming crew? This upcoming crew is a crew of Sir Francis Drake. Fun fact, they are the only ADA compliant float in all of the world, and they are featured in the Guinness World Book of Records, and I actually happen to be a member of them as well. They are led by their queen and king, Renee Wood and Roland Wood. And if you notice this evening, they do have some special guests. On the side over here, we have Tyler, who happens to be, he's on the float right now having a great time. Thank you, Renee and Roland. Up next, we have the C3 Car Club of Bradenton. They are a local car club that does stuff for the community and charities. They are 100% family-oriented and a big family in general. You can find more of them at their C3 website.
I'll bet that's got a Hemi in it. $111. There's the crew of the South Shore Marauders.
The crew of the South Shore Marauders is a band of mischievous misfits bound together by friendship. They are involved in the community by working with charitable organizations, and they raise money for Scholarship Foundation. They were founded in 2002 as a non-for-profit organization dedicated to fun, fellowship, and raising awareness for local issues in Hillsborough County. This year's king and queen are Brad and Sharon Eckes.
Everybody wave at the camera right there. Everybody say hi, camera! You've got the crew of the South Shore Marauders. Yeah, baby. There they are. How you doing?
It's all good. We're good. How are you guys?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having us back. We're loving it here. Great place.
Thanks for coming.
you much.
Crew of South Shore Marauders, good people.
You're looking awesome too.
Here comes the crew of F Troop. F Troop, a fun group of 75 men that love to give back to the community. Our theme is after the sitcom F Troop. If y'all remember that from the 60s. Our uniforms are cavalry style and that goes along with our main float, Fort Courage, and our tow truck, the Deuce and a Half. F Troop from Tampa Bay. Oh, wow. Whoops.
I got it that time. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, looks like that's a wrap. Aaron, I've had a great time. How about you?
I have. Thank you, everyone, for attending your 2021 Hernando Desoto Historical Society's Grand Parade, and we hope to see you all next year.
For the entire crew of METV, Charles Clapsaddle, a producer, my friend, my partner, good people, Aaron Lalonde, I'm Doug Egger, and I appreciate everything that you people do for us, and we appreciate you for watching the Grand Parade of the Hernando Desoto Historical Society. Good night, everybody.
Good night.